Hello everyone, this is the Chin and Just Sewing Space. And you know what? If you're tired of this life and the advertisements on the package that have nothing to do with what it looks like in real life, stick around and I'll show you how to get this. Keep on watching. Now you guys, this is a quick and easy tutorial. It's wonderful. You get yourself some fly satin bonnets and you don't feel bad walking around in the house in these. But a quick things about the tutorial. When I was measuring it out, I used 15 inches. But after I was done, I realized I found it a bit too big. So I went back and cut it off and used 13 inches instead. So disregard the 15 inches, use the 13 inches. But other than that, yeah, enough rambling. Let's get on with the tutorial. So for this tutorial, for the reversible satin bonnet, we're going to be using 2 half yards of any fabric of our choice, some threads, and a 1-inch elastic, which is what I want to use, but whatever size you want elastic, it's okay. Measuring tape, scissors, chalk, and some pins to hold it down while you cut. Alright, let's start cutting. So this is the full half yard of fabric, and basically we're going to be doing a circle skirt pattern. So you take this end and you fold it in half lengthwise. Right? Then fold it in half again this way. And so my fabric keeps slipping and sliding on me, so I'll just pin it down so that when I'm cutting I get accurate measurements. Now with your tape measure, and from this end with the double fold here, you measure and mark down how much, like how wide you want. But I want to use as much of this fabric as I can, so I'll mark 15 all round fabric to this end. So I'm going to cut out my lines, and this measurement includes seam allowance. I'm going to cut out my lines for this fabric and do the same thing for the other fabric that I'm going to use on the reverse side. And I just thought I would show you guys. So after you cut the first one, cutting the second fabric is so easy. You just lay this on top, folded sides together, and just cut right around. So now it's time to sew, and this fabric, since it's satin, it slips around so badly, so I've had to pin everything down. If you have some tape, some sticky tape, you could use that as well. And also A walking foot will also be good for this part if you have it. Anyways, this material has already started fraying, so I want to stitch it down. So I'm going to stitch, use a straight stitch right around, but leave an opening, let's say about an inch or two, where you can put the elastic through. And since this fabric is fraying so much already, I think I'm going to go ahead and zigzag the edges when I'm done as well. So let's start sewing. So I'll be stitching at a 1/4 inch seam allowance and a 2.5 stitch length. And so we're going to start sewing our back stitch first. It's imperative you back stitch. And just take your time because this fabric does slip and slide around really badly. So I have stitched the fabric right around, and like I said, to stop it from fraying and just to provide extra security, I have zigzagged the edges. Now I will go to, if I can find it, the place where I left a gap. Yeah, here, see that? And I will flip the fabric inside out. So I'll do that and get back to you guys. And also, to help the fabric lay down as smooth as possible, I'm going to clip into these edges all round just to help the fabric lay down smooth, because it's a curve, right? Okay, I'll do that and get back to you guys. So now this is my bonnet sewn all round. All right, back. This is the other side. So I'm going to use a 1-inch elastic, right? And so sewing it means I'd like to give it some room. So maybe I'll sew, not maybe, definitely I'll be sewing a 1/4 inch circle round. It's going to be the casing for the elastic, and this time there doesn't need to be a gap. You have to sew it right around. So I'll mark that and show you guys. So now I've ruled my line all right round, 1 1/4 inch. So now I'm going to sew, which is the casing for the elastic. So yeah, back stitch and start sewing. So this is my fabric, and this is the line that I sewed up, right, going all right round. So all that's left to do now is to put the elastic through the loop. And how you do that is you measure right around your head where it's going to fit. And I think mine was 22.5 inches. Right? Or rather, I think 23 inches. So I cut out or let's call it 22.5 inches. So I cut out 22.5 inch, and you thread it, you loop it through the casing that we've made. After that, when you get to the end, simply take it in at a 1/2 inch, because it has to be tight so it fits snug around your head, and do some zigzag stitches, and then you close up, if I can find it, you close up the the hole that we made before. You just close it up. Either you slip stitch, or I'm going to machine stitch because I do anything to avoid hand stitching. And yeah, that's about it. So I'll come back when it's all done and show you the finished product. So there you have it, guys, a fast and easy project to get your sojo back. And yeah, I'm happy to have done this one again. If you guys are interested in this kind of content, if you enjoy it, give me a thumbs up so I know to keep on making this kind of content for you guys. Subscribe, check out the other videos which I know you'd love, and be part of the China and Just Sewing space. So see you guys in the next one. Bye.